Okay, Hollow Pointers out there in the Hollow Point land. What we've got in the house to play with today is, it's not new because it's been around for a while, but it's the first time I've had one, so it's new to me. This is the Hatsan, okay? And I'll show you it's Hatsan because the box says Hatsan. Hatsan USA. This is the Hercules Bully. Okay, not to be confused with the neighborhood bully who took my lunch money so I couldn't get my extra chocolate milk every day at school. This is the Hercules Bully. Hercules. So, I've never done this. Guys have been asking me for a while, hey, I've got the Bully, what do you got for it? I'm like, I don't know, but thanks to Cecil, they sent me one, so now we'll get the 411 on this, or is it 311, based on your area code. So, opening this up, we've got, all right, kind of like a short version of the pile driver. Bullpup design, okay? It's got the enclosed air tube bottle here in the front. You've got a small pick rail in the front for a bipod. You've got sling swivels already on it, which is very nice. You know, it's nice to have that. 2 spare magazines in the base, in the back. Then the regular mag that goes in the front. A full-length pick rail, which guys know me, I love that. So many gadgetry you can attach. Alright. Now, what I find unique is this comes with a set of flip-up and down tactical, well, they're not rings, sights. I guess you'd call it tactical or close quarter combat sights, which I haven't seen before, which I think is really cool for the guys that don't like shooting optics. But when you get old like me, you got to have your optics. So that's kind of cool. It is a 250 bar fill, which equals out to 36.25 PSI. I'm a PSI guy. That is very nice. I mean, it's tight, it's solid, there's no flexing and bowing in the composite of the stock. Now, it uses a fill probe that goes here, and the dust cover moves back as you cock the rifle. And then just like on the pile driver, it's exposed. The magazine has a I guess you'd call it axle, like a spoke on an axle. So it goes in, you push this lever forwards, it goes to the center of the mag, and then it's got a finger here that when you cock it, it rotates the magazine. And we have 5 or 6 different bullets we'll be testing in this, making sure we got the right length so it fits the mag. This style setup is not really indicative to single shot like some of the other magazine fed rifles are. So this, just know this, when you buy this, you are buying it for the magazine feature, and that's what you're going to be using. Doesn't mean it's bad, just means that's what it's designed for. Too many people they buy something and try to make it into something it's not. It's a tool for a job. We've also got a push button here, which raises the cheek piece. So if you're English, you can say, you cheeky little thing. Alright, so we'll be playing with this when we put the scope on it. So that is the start out of the box. Alright, so the Bully is approximately 36 inches in length, and bare weight with nothing else on it is right at 10 pounds, or at least when I step on the scale, that's what it adds to this gorgeous physique. Alright, so what else can I tell you about this rifle? It comes with a doodad box, and in the box you get the fill probe, which just like on the pile driver, it's a a threaded male. So if you get a female to male fill nipple adapter piece, just like on the pile driver, that's what I did. So that's what I'll be doing with this, is I'll just put a male Foster fitting, screw it on, so that way I don't have to screw it to my hose, you know, and then have to undo it and deal with pipe tape all the time. So it comes with several O-rings, washer, little other thing here, stuff you need when you're screwing it together, and if I guess if there's a leak someplace. But that's it so far. I have yet ever to have to use the washers and the doodads that's in there. So we'll continue. Let's put a scope on this, put some air in it, and we will start testing bullet weights, feet per second, and foot-pounds of energy. All the good fun stuff. Again, thank you, Cecil, Hatsan USA. So, gentlemen, these are the bullets I started to test in the Hercules Bully. So it's a 457 diameter bullet, and I started with a 150, went all the way to a 215. Now, I wasn't exactly sure what the longest bullet that would fit in the magazine, but the 215 is the longest, and that gives me right about a .607, 608 in length. I don't know what that is in millimeters. I'm an American, not a foreigner, so I don't know millimeters, but it's not hard to figure it out. The best out of this, though, was really the 170 out of everything. This was the best bullet. I'm finding that a shoulderless, smoother bullet functions best all the way around in this. But the 155 grew pretty decent. The 170 was excellent. 185 wasn't too shabby either. That is what we've tested so far indoors. The next thing is outdoors and accuracy at 50 yards. Alright guys, this is the boring part of the video. We're just going to be shooting for numbers to see where we're at. So, got my magazine with 7 shots. So I'll push the, I guess you call it the axle forward. And then slide it back so you know it's there. So I've cocked it. Now I'm going to come forward, and I believe we have a bullet in the chamber. So, let's see how loud it is before I put my earplugs on. It's loud enough I need to put my earplugs on. But let's get it sighted in here. You know, lead sled, well, the lead sled style, there's 2 types. I've got the one with the straight bar, and then this is the one that's cut out like a C. And I like this one better because anything with a pistol grip was hitting the other one. I'd have to put a bunch of stuffing in the back and raise it up so the pistol grip would clear. This now is nice. It was, I don't know what they're going for now on Amazon, but at the time I think it was, I don't know, maybe $109. Well worth the money if you do the amount of shooting that I do. Alright, so let's get our chronograph and get everything set up, gentlemen. Okay, let's get some numbers. 5 shots, guys. That's all I'm going to do, and then keep refilling. So as we're finishing up the power testing part of the video, I shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different bullet weights. Now, not all the bullets that I shot were meant for this rifle. I was just using them for the weight. So some of the accuracy is just not there. And when we go and do the 50 yards, I won't use those. I was just using them to get a weight to see where we were at with the feet, you know, foot per pounds and the feet per second. But what so far I've discovered, which is, I don't think anything new, I did a 5-shot string. Even though we can put 7 in the clip, I did a 5-shot string. The averaging back and forth from 150 grains up to 215 was the heaviest hollow point that I put in that would fit the magazine. Our low side is 250, 55 foot-pounds. High side would be like 304 foot-pounds on the heaviest slug. So in general, 250, 295 is what's going to be your average on foot-pounds. Feet per second, I'll put the chart in the video here. And in the chart, you can see all the bullets are pretty much starting, except the real heavy ones. They're all starting in the mid 800 feet a second. And at the end of 5 shots, they're in the low 800 or the high 775s based on the bullet. And I said I just did a 5-shot string because I didn't see the need to keep getting lower and lower and lower. As a hunter, I like my bullets always to be in at least the mid 700s for that hollow point to really do its job. I'm finding that the most accurate, at least for the indoor, was like the 155 and the 170s. Those are my 2 favorites. Probably the 170 would be the bullet I would recommend across the board. It's heavy enough you could put it behind the rib cage on a deer, but it's still light enough that you could reach out for a coyote. It's a nice little, on the lighter side of the 457 weights. That is about it. The uncocking the rifle is the same as the pile driver. So if it's cocked, you hold the cocking handle back, pull the trigger, and then slowly let it down. It unhooks it and lowers it. That's the way most air rifles are. Also, if you have a pile driver, the probe is the same. So the probe, I used a probe off my pile driver. So that worked just fine. I didn't try to unscrew this. It's tight. I can't do it with my fingers. So I don't know if you can get a Donnie FL for this or not. I'm sure people will comment in the section down below and let me know. I can't do it. But it is a nice mid-weight rifle. It is short. If you're in the bullpup family, this would make a nice addition. Like I said, it's all here, and the fact that it comes with 3, you've got 2 additional down here, 3 magazines. I think that's a really nice feature. Again, I like the full pick rail across the top, and if you want to play Jungle Jim, you've got the pop-up, peep sight to play with. I think that's it, gentlemen. There's not much more indoors I can do until the rest is outdoors. Like I said, you can play with this adjustable cheek rest. I think it's a nice height. But that's it until we get outdoors. I don't know what else to say. Indoor shooting is kind of boring because you're just mostly running numbers. I ran about 100 of each of these bullets through here and just kind of got the average weight for them all. If you've got any questions about the air rifle itself, you can contact Hatsan USA. Anything about the bullets, contact me. I did discover, though, this rifle does not like undersized slugs. So you do need to have 457. 455s, 456. They'll shoot, but the accuracy is sloppy. And some of the bullets I noticed, they group, but they group 2 inches to the right, and that's just down here. I want everything dead on, and so that's why I said I like the 170 is probably my favorite, you know, and then maybe followed up by the 185. So, thank you guys for watching. This is the indoor power video for the Hercules Bully. I don't know what the Bully is for, but it's the Hercules, and the barrel says QE on the little shroud. This is a shroud, by the way, that's on here. I didn't mention that before, but that is a shroud. That's it. I said I don't know much more on the cocking and trigger pull. I don't get into those details because I don't need them, you know. I'm a bad shot as it is, so I really don't care if I pull the shot. I'm going to do my best to hold it dead center. So, with that being said, thank you for watching. Hopefully, when I get back from my trip, I'll be able to do an outdoor video, and we'll see what bullets fly best out of this. Thank you, gentlemen. Hoo-yah! Mr. Hollow Point is heading out.